I mean, there's actually a lion to touch its balls. It's a rainy day here in New York, but for today's video I wanted to try out the iPhone 13 Pro with the ProRes setting in 4K. So for this video, everything is shot on the iPhone, which I'm holding right now, so I can't really show it, but and during this video I just wanted to show a couple of places that I've been discovering since the last time I was here in New York, which is about 2 years ago now. I'm also not using a tripod, just holding it with my hands. No external microphone, so this is also audio just from the iPhone. And the first place we're going to is Starbucks Reserve. It's apparently a new concept by Starbucks. I don't know if it existed before, but it's definitely the first time I discovered it this time. So yeah, let's go there. So the Starbucks Reserve that we're going to right now is located in Brookfield Place, which is right next to the new One World Trade Center. So this is the place. We're having a look at is Amazon Go, which we will go right now. And this is basically a concept by Amazon, where they have a store without basically any employees there, any cash registers. So you just walk in, you take your product, you walk out, and that's basically it. You get a notification a couple of minutes later on your phone, and that's when you're done. That's how your shopping works. So let's take a look at it. Let's go to the Oculus building, which is not that new actually, but I would say it's very visually pleasing. So for this video I thought it would be nice to bring a visit to that building as well. It's basically just next to One World Trade Center, and it looks very nice both inside and out, so let's take a look. So this is just the corridor going to the Oculus building, but this already looks pretty nice in my opinion. But let's get to the real building. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas. So by now you're probably wondering, what is this Oculus building actually? And very good question. Basically it's this really interesting looking shopping mall. it's not really anything more than that. Otherwise, then it's also the PATH connection, so that's basically the connection between Manhattan and New Jersey, where you can take the subway to the other side of the Hudson. That's also located within the Oculus building as well, so it's a big transportation hub. But yeah, looks really interesting. I actually have no idea what this installation is all about, but I thought it looked nice as well. By the way, did I already tell you how cold it's getting here in New York? The other day when I was buying this jacket, because it was just getting like too cold and I needed a new jacket for that, the people in the store were telling me that this is basically January cold. It's not supposed to be this cold here in New York in November. So there's that. Okay, so since I'm losing daylight here, let's switch to just doing a short tour of the more iconic places here in Manhattan. It's getting dark pretty early here now. So here's something you probably didn't know. The reason this is actually called Wall Street is because there used to be a wooden wall here back in the day. And you can still see it right on the street. So those are still parts of the wooden wall that used to be here on this exact location. And when we're in the neighborhood of Wall Street, there's of course one other pal that we need to bring a visit. Can you already guess who it is? And of course I'm talking about the bull. And I never actually took a picture with the bull because there's just way too many people here to my liking. And it's always funny to see like just what people do here, like they do the most crazy gestures and take photos with the bull and stuff, but yeah, it's nice to see, but that's about it. I mean, there's actually a lion to touch its balls. So next, since we're here, we're going to Stone Street, and I'll let you guess where the architecture of the buildings there actually originated. So let me know in the comments below. Curious if you see it. Also, I didn't really get to talk about city bikes that much, but like you see them right here, they're actually a really fun way to get around the city. The thing is, right now it's a little bit too cold for them, so I haven't used them that much. I think like maybe twice. But usually, like when I'm here during summer, I use them quite often. Not all the streets are as equipped to bike though, so that's something to take into consideration when you find yourself in New York and you want to grab one of those city bikes. So, any clue what this looks like? Let me know. Another thing that I didn't talk about yet is all these outdoor eating areas that popped up around Manhattan. This is something that started during the pandemic now, and basically parking spots are being exchanged for outdoor seating areas where you can enjoy your meal at a restaurant, and some of them are looking, let's say, more interesting than other ones. So now that it has gotten very dark outside, this has actually become a low light test now. So I'm very curious to see how this footage will come out when I'm editing this in like an hour or so. Because I'm actually recording this and then editing this video on the same day. And this will go up tomorrow at 8 AM Eastern time. That is 2 PM Central European time. So let's see if this works out. We're going to one new place that I discovered that's great for like healthy fast food, something that I've been looking for quite a while already. And after that we're going to one of my least favorite places. is all madness out here. So before we go take a look at Times Square, we're first getting some food at the healthy fast food place that I talked about. So let's see what that looks like. Also, normally this place is like really crowded. Joe's Pizza, but for some reason today it's not. Maybe I should grab a slice of pizza instead. I mean, an opportunity strikes, right? Let's see it as having an appetizer before healthy dinner. Pretty good though, and didn't have to stand in line for like 10 minutes or something. Also, everything is really starting to look like Christmas. Okay, so this is the new place that I just discovered, Big Inn it's called, and you can basically create your own meal here. Choose like what vegetables you want, what protein you want, and basically it's a fast food healthy meal. Something I've been discussing with friends quite often already, because it's something that we definitely don't have in Belgium right now. And it's really nice to see that the concept actually exists here, and I'm very curious to see when it will cross the ocean as well. So this is what a place looks like. So that was it for this evening's meal, with an appetizer of Joe's Pizza and an entree of Dick, with what did I have, like the basin rice, some chicken thighs and Brussels sprouts, so kinda healthy I guess. Now let's go to Times Square, my least favorite place here in New York City, but for the sake of this video and see like how the camera will perform, I think it's a pretty good idea to go there. It's actually like the first time I've been in Times Square in like 2 years or something. So let's go. Okay, we have arrived at Times Square. Cue the Times Square craziness. So that was it for Times Square. Everything for the video, right? I survived, but now let's get the f*** out of here. One last stop on the way home, since I'm passing here anyway. This is Hudson Yards. It's one of the, I guess, newer developments in New York. When I came to New York for the first time in 2015, there was actually nothing here. And now it's like this shopping mall office space, this kind of weird stair thingy that I'm walking next to, that I don't really see what it's for, but yeah. Also, over here, it's also really starting to look like Christmas now. I mean, look at these trees. So nice. I always like Christmas lights. Brings a bit of warmth to this cold season. that's it for today's video. I hope it was a bit interesting to follow along during my day. I'm very curious how the footage actually will turn out, because this is the first time that I did this many videos just with my iPhone. If they come out nice, that would be a good thing, because if it's actually pretty good competition for a regular camera, it's definitely lighter to carry with me. Definitely than my Sony A7, for example. But we'll have to see. If you want to try this ProRes thing, by the way, one thing that I figured out today is you need a pretty big storage space on your iPhone to make this work, because it takes up a lot of space. I have like the 512 gigabyte iPhone, and I can record like a bit less than 1 hour. So yeah, almost home now. Time to get to editing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!